All right, a whole different story from what we were dealing with last night at this time. We were fairly optimistic that the track would stay over the Bahamas, but obviously today has moved closer, and we have a situation now where we have a hurricane that's either going to make a landfall in southeast Florida or come very, very close, within 10 to 15 miles. That's on the current track. And about 340 miles away from our area now. Category 1 expected to intensify a little bit more. The wind's at 80 up to 85 by Saturday 8 p.m. The one big change, if I can pass that along with this update, would be that the arrival time has slowed by about 4 to 6 hours. This position earlier was just off the coast of Palm Beach County. Now it's pushed down off Miami and Lauderdale. So in the earlier discussions and the earlier tracks, it appeared that the strongest winds would arrive around midnight in northeastern Palm Beach County. Now it appears that that's more like 5 to 7 in the morning on Sunday. So that's a big change, and what it means is it gives you more time to get prepared for this. Likely 4 to 6 hours of extra time as the storm has slowed down a bit, and its arrival time with the stronger winds will be a little bit later in the day on Saturday. There's a track for Sunday. That's 8 a.m., 80-mile-an-hour winds. It pretty much is just a few miles off the coast of the Jupiter Inlet and then just parallels the Treasure Coast off Hutchinson Island for the entire day Sunday. Then it races up the East Coast after that. The computer model tracks haven't changed much, and that's why the track forecast didn't really change at all through the evening. The 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. you probably could lay right on top of each other and you wouldn't notice a difference. The tracks have not shifted much at all. As far as the warnings, hurricane warning for the Treasure Coast, hurricane warning for coastal Palm Beach County. That ends at 4:41, and then it's a tropical storm warning for inland Palm Beach County and Okeechobee County. That means hurricane force winds are possible. They're not likely, but they're possible along the coastline late Saturday and Sunday. The arrival time will be around, well, later in the day now. We're talking about 2 to 4 in the afternoon along our coastline. Earlier, it was around the noon hour. And then the strongest winds, and I know everyone's watching this would be the hurricane force winds. This is the official forecast from the Hurricane Center. This is not a map we made up. This is not a computer model. This is their forecast, are bringing in 50 to 60 mile an hour winds in orange here. So that's 2:30 in the morning on Sunday. And then some of the just brushing along the edge of the Jupiter Inlet and along Jupiter Island. There's 6 to 7 in the morning on Sunday. Earlier, this was midnight, Saturday, early Sunday. So that is a significant backup in the timing for this by about 6 hours. So that gives you more time to get prepared on Saturday. Chances of seeing tropical storm force winds about 70 to 80%. That's high. That's 39 miles an hour stronger. The chances of seeing hurricane force winds are not as likely, about 1 in 10 chance, and even less as you get back around the lake, pretty much non-existent. Now these numbers will climb a little bit as the storm gets a little bit closer, more than likely, but that's still a low number. So that's 74 miles an hour stronger. Those are damaging winds. So there's only a 1 in 10 chance at this point of seeing those winds. So Palm Beach County, and these numbers are going to change a little bit too, but the stronger rain squalls will hold off until late afternoon, and then it's really overnight and into Sunday that we see the stronger winds move through Palm Beach County, especially northern Palm Beach County. Now on the Treasure Coast, we are looking at gusty winds and some heavy rainfall, but really overnight and into Sunday for that big weather. We'll be back after the break. Oh, sorry, over to James now.
All right, yeah, so we're going to track these 3 main impacts that we are expecting from Isaias here. Rain, wind, and of course wave and surge action too. So let's time this out and see how this is all going to play out with our current data that we have right now. Now, right now, the rain, 3-day totals here. We're talking for the next 3 days, you see this big swath following the storm of some heavy rainfall. And you go to the chart here, the legend, it's about, say, 3, 4, 5, maybe up to 7 inches offshore possible there. Nothing we can't handle in South Florida. However, if you do get one of those areas that's set up where a band doesn't move for an extended period of time, we could be looking at a flooding threat. Otherwise, we've handled 5 inches of rain before in the matter of 3 days. Now let's time out the wind here. As Steve just mentioned, things backing up in time. They're pushing a little bit later now. The morning, you're okay. As we get into the afternoon, we go all the way to midnight now. that's when we'll start to see the worst of it come in. And now that's going to be from midnight all the way to 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Here, this is 6 a.m. and we're still looking at tropical storm conditions as that center moves up towards the Treasure Coast. But notice that swath goes all the way back down into Palm Beach County, still seeing tropical storm conditions at 6 a.m. at dawn on Sunday. And then even Sunday afternoon, we're looking at strong winds on the Treasure Coast at 2 p.m., so a little bit later, like Steve said. But down to the south, we're dropping off. Boynton and Boca only in the teens and 20s for winds. And then everybody finally winding down Sunday night and things quieting down. Wave heights and storm surge. This is the third thing here. Very quickly building, and we look for 20, 25-foot seas just offshore. That's going to cause some coastal beach erosion and some problems there along the coast. Then that moves up to the Treasure Coast there by early Sunday. By Sunday afternoon, it drops back down to flat for Palm Beach County, but still some wave action on the Treasure Coast. So there is a storm surge watch for the Treasure Coast with a surge 2 to 4 feet there, 1 to 3 feet expected for the Palm Beaches. Now, tonight's forecast, nothing to worry about. You can rest easy, get up early, and get your last-minute preparations done. It's going to be hot and humid, as it always is when we prepare for hurricanes. 7-day forecast here. Our event is pretty much done by Sunday afternoon, by Sunday evening, like dinner time or so. Next week, more of our typical summer-like pattern, highs near 90, scattered afternoon thunderstorms.